Right now, the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office is investigating a potentially fatal car accident, the roads that this collision is affecting. An unusually animated Ben Carson met reporters in Palm Beach Gardens yesterday to respond to negative stories about his campaign, why the Republican presidential candidate is lashing out, and the way the word scholarship has been used as the central focus of this controversy. And the National Transportation Safety Board investigators will be in Okeechobee County today to determine what caused a deadly plane crash, the experimental plane that was being flown, and what investigators know at this point. Good morning and welcome to Today on 5. I'm Jason Hackett, joined as always by Storm Team 5 meteorologist Tyler Malden. Good morning, Tyler.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Jason. You know, it has been so toasty last week, last couple of months.
Last couple of years, actually.
Last couple of years, yeah. And it's going to be as hot today, too.
Nothing's changing.
No, nothing is changing.
Not even a little cool breeze to...
I mean, we'll have a breeze around, but it's not going to help cool you off all that much. Underneath the sunshine, we'll have near record-breaking temperatures, believe it or not. Right now, we are looking good, sunny across much of the viewing area. And underneath that sunshine, the unseasonably warm temperatures, near record-breaking heat later, and better rain chances this weekend, too. We do have some good soakers around the viewing area right now. Palm Beach County, we're dry. But up here across Martin County, we have a few light showers just around Hope Sound, going into Stewart, too, and then pushing into St. Lucie County. Take a look at this long line of showers right there, right along the coast, going all the way through the FPL power plant, going to Fort Pierce, just to the east of Port St. Lucie at the moment. In Vero Beach, you had some heavy rain earlier this morning, but you are now dry. Some cloud cover around and dry conditions, but that rain down to your south will be pushing over here in just a few minutes. Grilling forecast in case you want to cook out for later on this afternoon. Well, it's good, but there will be some showers around, and it will be breezy. Highs will get up to 88 degrees. The humidity will make it feel like it's in the low to mid-90s. I can almost cut and paste the same forecast for tomorrow, too. But we do have some lower humidity and slightly cooler temperatures in the forecast for you. I'll let you know what to expect that at 9:48.
Tyler, thank you very much. Breaking news, Florida Highway Patrol is investigating after a car plunged into a canal. It happened at 8 this morning on State Road 80 in Loxahatchee. FHP tells us one person was transported by Trauma Hawk. Stay with us for updates on this story. And developing now, Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office is investigating after an accident on Congress Avenue and Gun Club Road. They tell us the crash may have been fatal. And you're looking at pictures right now, viewer pictures from the scene. It happened at around 6:30 this morning. We will update you on this story as well as we learn more. This morning, the National Transportation Safety Board investigators will be in Okeechobee County to determine what caused a deadly plane crash. John Bubel's plane went down on Thursday. Bubel was flying the Zenith model experimental plane home to Okeechobee to fix it up. The plane crashed only a couple hundred feet from a pond where witnesses believe he was trying to land, veering around homes and power lines before crashing.
When we looked up, it was like maybe 30 feet off the ground or so, and it hit the ground and caught on fire.
Bubel was a Mason who volunteered much of his time helping the community. He leaves behind 3 children, grandchildren, and a wife. A county commissioner is planning to have a memorial created for Bubel at the county boat ramps. Another deadly plane crash has investigators busy in Georgia this morning. They're trying to figure out what caused a small plane to go down on Thursday. On that plane were 3 men from the Treasure Coast. Tommy Lysette, Steve Weiser, and Ed Black were golf buddies. They were heading out of town for what was supposed to be a guy's weekend of golf and relaxation, celebrating Tommy's 58th birthday. But now it could be months before we learn what went wrong. We're learning Gloria Riley's family and friends didn't know how bad the school bus driver's situation was. In fact, her family says she seemed happy after moving away from her boyfriend, Willie Smith, who is now in jail. Miss Riley worked for the district for 14 years. Police say Willie Smith admitted to stabbing her to death on Thursday when she came home on her lunch break. They say he couldn't handle Miss Gloria not talking to him anymore. Riley's sister says she had no idea her sister's ex-boyfriend was capable of killing her.
I never thought he was that dangerous to do something like this. I thought he would just move on.
Willie Smith did not come down from his jail cell yesterday to face a judge. Meanwhile, the hundreds of bus drivers that interacted with Miss Gloria had the opportunity to talk with grief counselors at the bus depot. Take a look at this video. A trooper doing a traffic stop suddenly, right there An SUV comes out of nowhere, slamming into the car. This all played out in Palm Beach Gardens on the Turnpike a few weeks ago. Now, what you can't see here, the trooper was also hit, the SUV pinning him against his patrol car. The Florida Highway Patrol says his belt actually saved him, giving him enough space between the two cars. He was taken to the hospital in serious condition, but good news, he is expected to be okay. Happening now, a ribbon-cutting ceremony to celebrate the grand opening of the Sandcastle Community Center in Lantana. News Channel 5's Andrew Ruiz is live at the event. And Andrew, this won't be just a place to gather.
Not at all, Jason. Here there are going to be a plethora of services. You can see over here that they're advertising their ESOL GED classes. They're also going to be holding resource programs for teen pregnancy, gangs, violence, drugs. And we spoke to several people in this community, and this building over here, Sean, pan over there, it's the Sandcastle Community Center. It's going to be the center for all of these programs. And people in the community tell me that this is much deserved and much needed for this community. They are here to celebrate that it is finally here. There are a ton of things going on. Registration right there. They're about to have a ceremony, not right there under the nice pavilion that was created. But if you're looking for an event for children out here in the Lantana area, there's Italian ice, there is bounce houses, also people showing the services that they have. So we invite you to come out here, and there'll be a ribbon cutting ceremony at the top of the hour at 10 o'clock, and we'll have more on that later on tonight at 6 o'clock. For now, we are live. Andrew Ruiz, WPTV News Channel 5.
Andrew, thank you very much. A heated exchange between Republican presidential candidate Ben Carson and reporters following a day of headlines calling Carson an outright liar. At the Diamonds and Ice Scholarship Gala, Carson takes a moment to clarify reports that he lied about being offered a scholarship at West Point when he was 17 years old. At times, Carson became visibly agitated.
It was an offer to me. It was specifically made.
You interpreted it as an offer, or was it?
I interpreted it as an offer. I made it very clear in my. I don't remember the names. I don't remember the names of the people. It's almost 50 years ago.
The part-time West Palm Beach resident also says he never applied to the academy. Carson also tried to shift the conversation toward President Obama, saying reporters did not thoroughly vet him during his 2 national campaigns. Recent polls showing Carson is neck and neck with Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump. It is now 9:36. Just ahead, they're being called local heroes. We'll tell you how 4 men stepped in to help a local cop out of a difficult situation. Plus, a major danger off our coast, the common household items threatening our marine life.
It's only 9:37 and temperatures are already in the mid-80s across parts of the viewing area. Wait until you see the temperatures for later on this afternoon. We are going to possibly break some records. I'll give you those temperatures at 9:48.
La Mesa RV made over a $4 million special purchase of new Fleetwood gas and diesel motorhomes. We stole them. Now you steal them. Only $59,998 or $331 per month for a new Fleetwood Storm. Only at La Mesa RV in Port St. Lucie.
True Treasures has been in business for 25 years, and we take our reputation very seriously.
Good furniture is really timeless.
And the quality, just look around, is fabulous.
Absolutely. So why would we want to pay more?
The value that we offer our customers is excessive. If you can find something that you like, you can save at least 50% off of retail value or more. Why pay retail when you can find a true treasure?
What does it mean when New South Windows says Factory Direct?
It means we have a factory.
It means we eliminate the middleman.
It means you get an award-winning, energy-efficient window at factory direct prices.
Plus, New South windows are made in Florida.
For Florida home.
By Florida workers. Because we know Florida weather.
Right now, buy 2 windows, get the 3rd free, plus our lifetime warranty. New South Window. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Call now.
It's time for the Bill Brooks Food for Families food drive. PC Professor is proud to help the community by offering its computer career schools as drop-off locations.
Call this number or go online to see how you can help feed the hungry.
Mercedes-Benz of Palm Beach, where hospitality and friendly service is a family tradition. Right now, lease the CLA 250 for just $329 per month. The all-new GLA 250 for $329 per month. Or the 2015 C300 for just $339 per month. We're proud to serve the Palm Beaches and invite you to visit Mercedes-Benz of Palm Beach.
La Mesa RV made over a $4 million special purchase of new Fleetwood gas and diesel motorhomes. We stole them. Now you steal them. Only $56,755 or $331 per month for a new Fleetwood Montera. Only at La Mesa RV in Port St. Lucie.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. Oh, that came up quick, didn't it? We are looking good. Your green market forecast is looking really nice. That caught me off guard. Green market forecast is looking good. We have some showers around right now, and there is the possibility that we could see 1 or 2 quick moving showers come over later on. It's going to be breezy, and temperatures will get up to 88 degrees. The humidity will make it feel like it's in the low to mid 90s. Jason, back to you.
Tyler, thank you. They are part of your personal care products. For decades, microbeads have been enhancing the look and feel of things like toothpaste and face wash. Now it appears they could have hidden dangers. Jay Cashmere has more on the negative impact they could be having.
They are common with beauty products, adding a sparkle that has lured consumers for years. And now they're getting even more attention.
Over the last year, the concept of microbeads has come into many conversations.
Dr. Chris Ramsey spends a lot of time researching the latest dental trends, and this topic has been a popular one inside his office.
So the first thing I tell people is, you got to know the first thing. They are safe, but yet they are a form of plastic.
A form of plastic so small, Ramsey says, they can pass through our bodies without causing any major health problems. However, the problem comes after that. Microbeads are seeping through our drains, past water and sewer plants, and into the ocean at a rate of 8 trillion per day, according to a study published in Environmental Science and Technology. That means on this stretch of Stewart Beach, at any given moment, you can find them.
You can pick up, and you've actually seen microbeads?
Yep, in the sand, if you look under microscopes, you can start picking it up in our sands and stuff too, so it's not a good thing.
Researchers like Mark Perry from Florida's Oceanographic Society pick apart debris along our coastline every day.
Bright colored, and you could tell it's not one of the natural sand fragments.
He's one of many who sees firsthand the environmental impact of microbeads, let alone plastics. And it's not just in the sand. Fish and sea turtles are consuming them at a rate that's alarming when you consider this.
This all came out of one turtle, a turtle about this size.
A new $1 million endoscope has been a lifesaver for the Loggerhead Marine Life Center in Juno Beach, peering into the danger that lurks inside sea turtles, like this one, which has tissue in its trachea.
You can see we've grabbed it right there, and then we'll pull the scope and everything out.
And that right there most likely just saved that turtle's life.
It did. This turtle was suffocating.
What's worse, according to experts here, as plastics and microbeads break down, they release toxins continuously, affecting the health and well-being of these majestic creatures. The tide has turned on what was once an exfoliating feature. Now, companies like Procter & Gamble, the makers of Crest, have already been pulling them from their products. They told us they're in the removal process now and will be finished by February of next year. And more companies are joining the band as the fight to attack it upstream at its source continues.
So state to state it's different, but the big time frame is basically around 2017 to 2020. You're going to see a lot of states say, hey, we will not sell any products in our state that involve microbeads.
Jay Cashmere, WPTV News Channel 5.
It's now 9:43 coming up. A 6-year-old boy is shot dead. And now Louisiana State Police have made arrests who law enforcement have taken into custody. That's coming up.
My last sofa just fell apart. This time I wanted real furniture, built to last. So I went to Bassett.
Now save 35% on all leather during Bassett's Veterans Day sale.
I'm going to enjoy this room for a long time.
Volkswagen's year-end clearance sale is going on now with our lowest prices and payments this year. New 16 Jettas, roomier than Civic or Corolla, just $119 a month. Or buy with $0 down. The new 16 turbocharged Tiguan SUV, more powerful than RAV4 or CRV, for only $169 a month or $0 down. Or choose 0.9% for 72 months. Now is the best time of the year to buy a new Volkswagen. Get our biggest savings ever during our year-end clearance sale.
The Palm Beach Post is your local news leader, delivering complete coverage you can count on. More than just headlines, the Post uncovers important news, providing depth, analysis, and perspective on the stories that impact your life. With the largest local news team, the Post has more reporters to cover the news where you live. When you want the real story, there's only one source. The Palm Beach Post, in print, on your tablet and smartphone. The Palm Beach Post. Real news starts here.
Seacoast Bank and WPTV News Channel 5 are back in action for the Bill Brooks Food for Families food drive, and it's been kicked into high gear.
We're all dedicated to making South Florida a better place to live. It's our community commitment.
While life happens around us, people are suffering, but
donating is as simple as dropping food off at any Seacoast bank.
Be part of the Bill Brooks Food for Families food drive. Call this number or go online. Together, we can make a difference.
I'm Donald Trump, and I'll be hosting SNL with Sia.
And the ratings are going to be huge. That's my Donald Trump.
New SNL with Donald Trump tonight.
The head of the Louisiana State Police says 2 of 4 officers involved in the shooting that killed a 6-year-old autistic boy and wounded his father are in custody. The 2 officers were booked on charges of second-degree murder and attempted second-degree murder. State police say they're not ruling out the possibility of more arrests. Right now, the Coast Guard is still looking for a man who fell off a cruise ship near the Bahamas. Officers say the 35-year-old from Brazil went overboard early Friday morning while on the Royal Caribbean ship, the Oasis of the Seas. The cruise left from Fort Lauderdale. Royal Caribbean says the man purposefully climbed over the side of the boat. Now take a look at this, a snapshot of 4 men helping a Boynton Beach police officer get control of a guy who lunged at the cop and ripped off his badge. How did it get to this point? Police say the man was being difficult, asked to give up a chair. He had his feet on and then asked to leave several times. The officer then pulled the chair from under his feet, and that's when the officer says the man lunged at him. While some pulled out their phones to record, 4 men sprung into action.
So I'm there. I'm like, put your videos down. This is not, it's not what you think it is. Enraged and out of control, really flailing his arms and getting very violent with the officer. Just being honest and doing the right thing by another human it's the way we should do it.
The man is being cared for at a local hospital.
Our weather is looking fine and dandy at the moment. We have a lot of sunshine and warm temperatures. We already have temperatures in the low to mid 80s right now, and we have some rain on radar too. Palm Beach County, for the most part, is fine. All the activity is on the Treasure Coast. So Martin County, you have some light showers grazing along the coastline right over Hobe Sound right now. Stewart, you're dry, but this little shower activity just to your east will push over here in a second. Then you have a long line of rain pushing through just to the east of Port St. Lucie all the way through Fort Pierce going into St. Lucie County, and that is heading for Florida Ridge and Vero Beach. So Vero Beach right now it's dry, but that's not going to last but for another probably like 20 minutes or so. That rain will eventually be back in your area here soon. Now we have a southeasterly breeze, and that's pulling all that moisture onshore and giving us the showers this morning. We'll continue to see an isolated shower or 2 this afternoon and likely this evening, but then it's long gone overnight. Then we do it all over again tomorrow. Highs today will be near record-breaking territory. 89 degrees for you in Vero Beach. The record high on this date is 86 degrees for you, so you will likely have a new record when it's all said and done. 88 degrees for you in West Palm Beach. Your record is 89 degrees, so we'll be close, but no cigar. 88 degrees in Okeechobee and Belglade, also Boca Raton. Then you got 87 degrees in Indiantown and Wellington. And it's going to be feeling even warmer when you factor in that humidity. Again, here's a look at the records that are in jeopardy. We could possibly tie the record in West Palm Beach. That is possible, and we'll definitely break the record up there in Vero Beach. So when the humidity is combined together. With the heat, it will feel like it's in the low to mid-90s. Boaters, seas right now are around 2.5 feet. Later today, up to 4 feet. Some showers will be around, so have a heads up. Take a look at that radar before you head out. Inland waterways will have a moderate chop. High tide right after 5 o'clock this afternoon, and low tide just in a couple of hours from now, right around 11 o'clock this morning. The rip current threat is high because we have this persistent onshore flow, so have a heads up if you're heading to the beach and wanting to hop in the water. Tomorrow is basically a carbon copy of today. Highs will be in the upper 80s. The humidity will be really high. We'll have some showers around and maybe even some thunderstorms too. Rain chances increase to 40% on Monday. Then they drop down to 20% on Tuesday and Wednesday. Then by the time we get to Thursday and Friday, we will see rain chances drop all the way down to the South Florida norm for this time of the year, 10%. And notice your temperatures too. If you're not a fan of the heat and the humidity, just be patient, because once we get to Thursday and Friday, so wrapping up the work week, temperatures will be back in the low to mid 80s, and the humidity will be much, much lower. All right, it is Saturday, November 7th. That means it is it's zoo time. The Palm Beach Zoo is here.
Yeah, they're here with us this morning, as you said, from the Palm Beach Zoo and Conservation Society. We have Marketing Director Marianne Conlin and Animal Trainer Sarah Travis. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
What do we have? Everybody's been fascinated by this so far this morning. So many, you would think Beyonce walks into the studio. So many pictures being taken. What do we have this morning?
Well, she usually does bring the paparazzi when she comes around. This is Wilbur, and Wilbur is a two-toed Hoffman's sloth.
And I see that you have Wilbur on her purse today, too.
Yes, it was a production to get it in here for sure. But they prefer to be high in trees. They are very vulnerable when they're on the ground. So we designed this perch for her at the zoo, and it makes her feel really safe, so we can bring her pretty much anywhere. And she's always comfortable because she has her safe spot.
So you designed this perch for it at the zoo. What can we do to protect these animals out in the wild?
That's a really good question. So they are vulnerable species, mostly due to habitat loss, but there's something else going on. If you do travel to Central America where they are native, and usually if you're walking around, you're going to see a lot of roadside attractions with people with sloths trying to get you to take a picture with this for some money. Now that is not necessarily a good thing, because those sloths are probably taken from the wild. It's not quite important for them, and it's really bad for the environment as well. So we want to discourage you guys from doing roadside attractions like that. Instead, go for an eco tour where they will take you out and you can see a sloth right in the wild. Or if you're not a big traveler, you can just come to the zoo. We do private sloth encounters where you can actually hang out with Wilbur and see her up close.
I'm very curious. Besides grapes, what else do sloths eat?
So that's a good question too. So naturally they are slow, and out in the wild, all they eat are leaves. So because they have a slow metabolism, they only need to use the restroom once a week. So that's good cleanup for us zookeepers. But at the zoo, we feed Wilbur other fruits and vegetables too, including sweet potatoes, apples, and cantaloupe.
Very cool. Marianne, there's always something going on at the zoo. What's going on this month?
Yes, there is. Well, we have a couple new animals for people to see this month. We have a baby Geldes monkey, and the baby monkey is out hopping around the exhibit with her mom and her dad and her sister. And we also have two new kookaburras, which have joined our koala in our Australia exhibit. And those of you who love our fennec fox, we're having 2 more fennec foxes coming out this month. So we got a lot going on. And towards the end of the month, we'll be having Fiesta Cultural, a celebration of our Latin American animals. And we are going to be saluting our service members on Veterans Day, which is this Wednesday. Military members are always free at the Palm Beach Zoo, so come see us.
Next time, the baby monkey. I want to see that baby monkey. A special request from me.
Come and see us.
Please bring the baby monkey. Thank you guys for coming, and thank you, Mr. Sloth, for showing up.
Mrs. Sloth.
Mrs. Sloth.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Sloth. Miss Wilbur.
Yes.
It looks like me in the morning, just very slow, unable to move. Thank you guys again. We'll be right back.
Are your windows difficult to operate? Want to avoid the hassle of storm shutters? Save on your monthly energy bill? Is your family's safety important? If you answered yes to any of these, call now for a special offer. Buy 2 windows or doors, get 1 free.
At 328 horsepower, no one packs more power into 30 mpg than Infiniti Q50. Get behind the wheel of your Q50 for just $299 a month, 0 down. Power, fun, style, 0 to 60 in 5.3, 30 miles per gallon, $299 a month, 0 down. At Infiniti of the Palm Beaches now.
For a best-in-class experience, Infiniti of the Palm Beaches. Come join the family.
There's a battle to win. Nations have dropped from 16 to 12 to 8. Now,
is down to the championship 4 at Homestead Miami Speedway. The stage is set. The stakes are high. The glory will live forever. It's time! NASCAR champions will rise during Polar Championship Weekend, November 20th through the 22nd. Go to HomesteadMiamiSpeedway.com. Only one will rise.
Volkswagen's year-end clearance sale is going on now with our lowest prices and payments this year. New 16 Jettas, roomier than Civic or Corolla, just $119 a month. Or buy with $0 down. The new 16 turbocharged Tiguan SUV, more powerful than RAV4 or CRV, for only $169 a month or $0 down. Or choose 0.9% for 72 months. Now is the best time of the year to buy a new Volkswagen. Get our biggest savings ever during our year-end clearance sale.
I'm Donald Trump, and I'll be hosting SNL with Sia.
And the ratings are going to be huge. That's my Donald Trump.
New SNL with Donald Trump tonight.
Every time those doors crash open, there are people at the top of their game.
Harder! She's so small.
Let's go.
Ready on the other side.
I just broke a little girl's ribs.
You saved the girl's life.
Chicago Med premieres Tuesday, November 17th on NBC.
Get more quality and value with Impact Windows, custom made in Florida for Florida homes from ArmorView Window and Door. Call now for a special offer. Buy 2 windows or doors, get 1 free. Get year-round protection from a company you can trust. ArmorView Window and Door, clearly stronger.
Weather on WPTV is sponsored by True Treasures.
Happening today, the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation's largest fundraising event will be at City Place in West Palm Beach. Participants raise funds and awareness throughout the year and come together to celebrate the steps that have been taken towards a cure. Our Storm Team 5 meteorologist Glenn Glazer will be emceeing the event. Registration is already underway and the walk starts at 10. And bring your 4-legged best friends to Memorial Park in Stuart today. The Mutt March starts at 8:30 and wraps up at around noon. Everyone's invited to bring their friends, families, and dogs for a light walk. Money raised goes to the Treasure Coast Animal Shelter. And the 2015 Muster and Music Festival continues today. The Veterans Day weekend event is happening at the Navy UDT SEAL Museum in Fort Pierce. Visitors can tour the museum and watch a practice SEAL demonstration. And my favorite, WWE wrestling superstar Titus O'Neil will be a special guest speaker. And it's a concert for a good cause. Smash Bash is happening tonight at Harborside Place in Jupiter. The event is raising money for Caden Myers. You've seen Caden on News Channel 5 before. The 1-year-old has spinal muscular atrophy. Proceeds from the event will go towards the purchase of a wheelchair-accessible van.
Through everything from Caden's diagnosis, we've really seen the best in people. The whole idea that anyone that didn't even know us would want to help our family, it's the most humbling thing in the world.
The event is free and starts tonight at 4 p.m. Man, that sloth caused a big stir here in the studio.
Yeah, it did.
Very, very popular.
We took a lot of slothies. Hashtag slothies. That's a selfie with the sloth.
Hashtag slothy.
Slothy. Anyway, for all of you heading outside, maybe you're doing a cookout today or heading to one of the events that we have going on around the area.
Or hanging out with sloths.
Or hanging out with sloths at the Palm Beach Zoo. It's going to be hot. Temperatures will get up to 88 degrees. Humidity will make it feel much warmer than that. And we will have some isolated showers around. This thing can be set for tomorrow. And then on Monday, we start to see those rain chances increase just a little bit to 40%. They then drop down by midweek next week. And once we start wrapping up the work week, we'll see slightly cooler temperatures, some lower humidity, and should be dry by Thursday and Friday.
That is good to hear. It's about time. We need those cooler temperatures.
Oh, I agree. I agree. It has been downright toasty here recently.
Well, that does it for us this morning. We're going to go take some more sloth selfies. Join us for more local coverage you can count on tonight at 6. Have a great Saturday.